Every year, during the first week of April, punch needlers from all over the world gather to celebrate International Punch Needle Rug Cooking Day. Each year, an Oxford-certified punch needle instructor is selected as the International Punch Needle Rug Cooking Day ambassador. They design and release a free commemorative pattern to get people started with punch needle. And before you ask, no, it's not me. At least not this year. But to celebrate, I'm going to punch this year's pattern and put my own spin on it. This year, International Punch Needle Rug Cooking Day is on April 5th, 2025. And this year's pattern is called the Ripple Effect, created by International Punch Needle Rug Cooking Day ambassador Robin Whitford. This pattern is great because it will literally take you step by step through the entire punch needle process from start to finish. And it goes through in detail all of the steps that I tend to gloss over in my videos. I'm going to link the pattern and Robin's website below, so definitely go check her out. While I trace this pattern and get it ready for punching, I thought it would be a great idea to share Robin's vision behind this pattern. She says, "The ripple effect honors the often unseen but powerful connections that punch needle rug cooking creates in our lives. While it may start with a small project, the lasting positive impact extends far beyond the fabric. For those of us who have felt the ripple effects, we know how transformative being part of the fiber arts community can be. The simple act of creating with our hands brings a sense of calm and relaxation, offering a mental reset from daily stress. Completing a challenging project instills confidence and pride, and the creative energy we tap into can shift our mood and perspective in unexpected ways." This is her original finished version of the pattern. Isn't this so cool? She's encouraged us to adapt the pattern and share it with anyone and everyone. When I first saw this pattern, instead of associating the ripples with water, my mind was immediately drawn to space. So I thought, might as well switch it up. I want to use this pattern as an opportunity to also punch with some alternative fibers. If you check out my other videos, you'll see that I tend to use mostly wool rug yarn for punch needle. And I get some questions sometimes about whether other fibers can be used. Absolutely they can. But I might be losing a little bit of credibility when I say that and then proceed to use only wool rug yarn. So I'm taking the opportunity to mix some traditional and novelty fibers in this project by starting off with some acrylic yarn for the background. And I'm punching with 2 strands here. This yarn is left over from one of my previous videos where I reviewed cheap punch needle kits. I'm punching with 2 different colors here because I'm trying to capture the dynamic nature of space. I don't know how, spacey it will look at the end because there really isn't much background to punch, but whatever, it's fine. Now let's move on. I kept picturing the center of these ripples to be planets, so that's what I'm gonna make them. I'm even using some polyester chenille, even though I hate the stuff. It looks super cool to punch with, don't get me wrong, but it just creates so much fuzz, and all it does is remind me of those cheap amigurumi plushies. I'm also incorporating the bead stitch into my adaptation of this pattern. I think it fits really well with the space theme. Check out my video on foundational stitches if you'd like to learn more about how to do the bead stitch. And I also made a slight addition to this pattern by adding little, I guess these are asteroids or rocks inside of the rings. And you might be wondering why I chose to make this specific planet and its rings pink. It's not just because I have lots of scrap pink yarn. In the original pattern, Robin does this really cool thing where she overlaps 2 of the ripples and makes it look like they're being, I guess, blended together. I wanted to do the exact same thing with my adaptation. but in a bolder way. So I'm making the overlap orange, with the other set of rings being yellow. And yes, pink and yellow make orange. If you used any neon highlighters in your life ever, you would know this. And I was stuck on what color to make the last planet and rings. I already used pink, yellow, and orange. Green doesn't really fit with my vision for this pattern, and I'm already using blue for the space background, so I went with purple. And if you watched my last video where I dyed yarn with snow, you'll see that I'm using my snow dyed yarn here for this piece. Go check that video out after finishing this one, it's super cool. And we're just about finished this piece, so now it's time for us to do some snipping and poking. I'm gonna take this project off my gripper frame, flip it over to the front, and start snipping off those long ends of yarn you see sticking up. All of my punch needle projects look like this right off the gripper frame. Don't get it twisted. I really take time with snipping my ends and poking my loops around so that my work looks great at the end. Normally, the first step I take when hemming is steam pressing my work, but this piece has a whole lot of synthetic yarn. So if I do that, I would ruin my project. So instead, I'm taking my finished project here, covering it with a dry towel instead of a wet one, and pressing with my iron on a low setting for just a few seconds at a time. This will be enough to flatten out my project without melting my yarn. So let's start hemming. I'm just gonna do a mitered corner, nice and simple. While I was working on this, I was thinking to maybe whip stitch it, but at the end I thought doing that would take away from the piece. Luckily, since this is a small pattern, hemming won't take too long. And I should be done right about now. So here is my finished adaptation of the ripple effect. I think it looks really cool. The variation in stitches and different yarn types really adds texture and dimension, and it gives off a really spacey vibe. And it kind of makes me want to punch more space-related things. Like I mentioned before, the ripple effect punch needle pattern is available for free on Robin Whitford's website, which I've linked in the description box below. Thanks again to Robin for designing such a great pattern. I'd encourage everyone to give it a go. Or better yet, tune in on April 5th, 2025 for the International Punch Needle Rug Hooking Day Extravaganza. That's a mouthful. Hosted by Robin and the Oxford Company. I'm not sponsored or being paid to promote this. I just don't want any of my viewers to miss out on attending a great event with some fantastic punchers, or to miss out on the chance to win a full set of Oxford punch needles. The dream! I will also link this event in the description of this video. It's free to attend, but you do have to register to get the Zoom invite. So if you're interested, make sure to do that. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and leave a comment if you try this pattern out for yourself.